Cambodia swing.
Thank you.
Alright. Yep, we're good to go. Okay, let me start off with a question. Who of the people here wants to get tapped? I'm not really seeing just no, okay, this might be a good system. Or a big percentage of you guys is lying. That could also be the case. And I'm saying that because scientific research predicted that in about 2030, 50% of all people will be obese or overweight. So to put that in perspective, that means either you or the person next to you. So it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, right? Because when people come up to me for help, they say that they want to get fit. But actually, if you look at how people are getting more and more fat, it seems like maybe that's not the case. And maybe secretly, people want to get fat. So that means it's up to me to give them good tools, tricks, and tips to get fat and stay fat. Because it's not easy, you know, you got tempting salads, nice and shiny gyms that just lure you in and kind of get you off path to fatness. So what I did is I put together a system, 3 pillars that you need to follow if you want to get fat and you want to stay fat. And the first one is gaining, which pretty much means not training. Second one would be feeding, which a lot of people are already doing quite well. And the third one is mindset. So first of all, you have to keep in mind that when we talk about gaining, you always have 2 choices every day. You can either go to the gym or not go to the gym. And the key here is you want to avoid going to the gym every single day. So the key thing, what I tell my clients is you have to make sure it's very difficult to build it into your routine. To make sure that you never have a gym close to you. Now, if you cannot avoid going to the gym, there's always excuses. For example, no earplugs means no music. No music means you can't work out. Another thing is talking. The more you talk to people, the less you have to do. And you're also doing another person a favor because they don't have to do anything either. If those things fail, you always have the power of the selfie. You have to keep in mind many different selfies, different angles, filters. This way you can make it seem like you're doing something, even though you're not actually doing something. If you're really advanced, you can use the power of Photoshop. And if you really cannot avoid doing something in the gym, just keep in mind that you can always undo the damage of going to the gym by eating. So here you can see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's cheat meal, which is a couple of pancakes, 21 brownies, and a couple of double dough pizzas. If you eat like this, always undo the damage of going to the gym. Which brings me to feeding. At the end of the day, food you consume is energy. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you always eat more than you use. Because if you do this, all the energy that you don't expend can be stored. So make sure that you always do little, as least as possible, and eat as much as you can. Because the more you eat, the more energy you have, the more power, right? The power that you don't use can be stored as fat, which eventually leads to unlimited power. So the takeaway here is eat as much as you can, do as little. It doesn't matter where you get your energy from. So if you take a look at the salad here, you've got high nutrient density, a lot of vitamins, minerals, fiber, basically stuff you don't need, right? So stay away from that. Especially fiber because it keeps you full, and it doesn't. That means you can't eat as fast afterwards. So you always want to gravitate towards the burger. Some people, again, nice work so far. Empty calories, sauce, cheese. Especially that combination is great and it allows you to get a lot of calories and eat very quickly again. Now, if you're not sure yet, just take a moment to stare. Take it all in. Got the cheese and the egg. This one, by the way, is served right here. So thank you for supporting the purpose. And here you can see a drink over there as well, which is not there by coincidence. Because the people that are more advanced, they are probably familiar with the pontoon Katy Perry pizza combo, which, drinking and eating at the same time, it allows fat to be stored way more efficiently. So I always advise people to at least do that twice a week. Then we get to the point mindset. Mindset is basically the combination of attitudes and beliefs that eventually decide the things that you do. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but what we do is mainly decided by the people around us. The law of conformity states that you are the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. So you want to think about that for a moment and see who you spend your time with, and make sure you're not spending time with, go-getting entrepreneurs that have like purpose and boundaries. No, you want to spend time with the party people, the people that drink, the people that make you wake up the next day and make you think, what the fuck did I do last night? If people really try to get you off the right path, they try to get to the gym or try to eat a healthy meal, make sure you have excuses. And one of the most valid excuses is being busy. You can always use this one. The good thing is, if you're busy, you don't have to explain why you're busy. Then, at first, you might feel a little bit guilty, but the more you practice in justifying your own excuses, the less guilt you will have. And eventually, you'll be able to just go through life making excuses and being guilt-free. Now, in case you are the small percentage that doesn't want to get fat and actually want to get fit, you can still take my advice, but probably do exactly the opposite. Thank you.
I think we're going to put the questions and after the second speaker. So we have a lot of space here if you really like standing over there. Don't be shy coming here.